We're in LA, so I figured I'd stop by friend Tim Considine's house. Tim spent much of his life as an actor in the Mickey Mouse Club. He was Spin on Spin and Marty. He was Mike on My Three Sons. And one of his last movie scenes was in the movie Patton, about General George Patton. And he was a soldier that Patton smashed across the face, slapped him. Shut up! Tim's a car guy. He writes books and does magazine stories about cars and automotive history. And he's got an interesting car sitting next to his house. We're going to go check out.
Hey, pal.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm old and decrepit, but I'm
Well,
good.
I told them that already. All right, here's how far and here's how close Tim and I are.
Oh, this is a good story.
I took a group of journalists to the 24 Hours of Le Mans once for Mercedes-Benz, and maybe there was 8 or 10 journalists and 2 PR people, myself and somebody else, Steve Potter. When you go to Le Mans, you have to stay in people's homes. There's not enough hotel rooms for the 24-hour weekend. So you rent bedrooms in that house and bedrooms in that house and bedrooms in that house. So Tim and I were in 2 bedrooms in somebody's house.
Right.
And we landed in Paris and we landed in Le Mans, or take the train to Le Mans. Well, his baggage never arrived.
Never. They told me every day, oh, tomorrow, monsieur. Oh, tomorrow. Never did get there.
So we're there at Le Mans 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. On the 4th morning, early in the morning, he comes to my door. Tom, can I borrow a pair of underwear? So I loaned a pair of underwear.
I had nothing.
5 days, 6 days. His luggage still hadn't arrived. Tom, can I borrow another pair of underwear?
And I used to call him after that, and I'd say, Tom, I'm feeling very close to you today, because I was wearing a pair of the underwear that he gave me.
Tell me why you chose a Mini Cooper when you've had all these other cars.
Well, this was one I thought I could drive on the street and not cause too much attention. I was wrong, actually. This caused a lot of attention.
No kidding. What'd you pay for it new?
Under $3,000, probably $2,700.
Yeah, isn't that nice? Wow. And
I'm
what,
told
60?
Well, it's a 68, but you couldn't have a 68. So they backdated it and said it was a 67, but it's a 1275 Mini Cooper S. And I'm told it's the oldest singly owned 1275 Mini Cooper S in the country.
Oh, is that right?
I'm told that, yeah. And I've now had it for 50 years.
All right, so I remember this was once a barn find. Tell me the story about you putting this in for service and forgetting about.
Oh, well, I lost it for 5 years. I was going into Beverly Hills and very slowly behind a Porsche, and it was the years that Porsches had those big ass bumpers, you know, the rubber things that came out.
Mid-70s.
Because of regulations, you had to have a collision thing, and that's the way they did it. It stuck these big rubber things out. And we were both coming to a stop at Santa Monica Boulevard. I'm right behind him. And I thought, oh, there's a parking place right there. And then I felt a little bump like that. And I had not quite stopped. I thought I had stopped.
Oh.
And so I just bumped a little bit. Well, bumping a little bit with this grill is like aluminum foil, you know. So bingo, that went in, and I cracked the distributor cap. And a friend of mine had to come with a new distributor cap and put that together, put it back in my house, and thought, damn, you know. And I happened to be leaving town a few days later, leaving the country, actually. A couple of days later, I came down and drove it, and the gauge went like that, the oil pressure gauge.
Oh
my God, what? Well, the oil radiator is in the front too. And I punctured that, and I didn't know that. And so I had to go through the engine. Well, I couldn't do it before I left. I had, my godson actually said, listen, I'll get it to you, I'll get it there. And I said, well, I don't have any way to get there. I don't have a trailer or anything. He said, don't worry about it. I'll take it to this guy I know who's very good, and he'll wait till you get back. I came back, talked to the guy several times, never went to see the car. but the insurance was hassling me, and so it was a while. And I really didn't have the money to do it straight out, so I said, please wait, and so on and so on. And then I lost his phone number. And he apparently lost my phone number. And so I called my godson's family, and they said, he's not here. Well, where is he? And they said, well, he's gone off, and I don't know when he's coming back. What do you mean? In fact, the poor guy was an addict, and he had been busted, and he went to jail. And so this car sat in his garage, at the back of his garage. He had a junkyard dog that, protected his place, so he took the door off, and the junkyard dog lived in the back seat, but it didn't hurt it. So 5 years later, my godson called me up and said, I'm out, and so on and so forth. I'm so sorry, but don't you want your car? I said, hell yes, I want my car. Where is it? And so we got it back.
Now, do you drive this now?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I'm going to drive it this afternoon.
Are you?
Sure.
All right. So just to prove that this little car that's 10 feet long has a passenger compartment of 8 feet, can swallow up a 6'2" guy. Let's see.
You have to drive it like a go-kart, knees splayed out.
So you sure the thing fires up, huh?
Yeah, here, pull the choke out, all the way out.
Yep.
Pump it a couple times. It will start either the first time or the second time. If it doesn't start the second time, there's something wrong.
What, are you kidding me?
50 years old.
What, are you kidding me?
Now push the clutch in, the choke in, well, you pull it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, is that sweet?
It's always been that way. If it took more than 2 pumps to get it, forget about it, something's wrong.
Wow. I'd love to do it. Can I take it for a ride around the block?
Certainly.
Oh, I'd love to. Can you believe how quick the rain starts? All right, if we're not back in a week. What an amazing little car. I mean, if I was in it by myself, and it was my car, not his car, I would go ripping around in this thing with a big smile on my face. It's just so cool. 84,447 miles. So this is not really a barn find as you've seen on all these episodes of Barn Find Hunter, but it's an interesting car owned by a friend that I thought you'd enjoy seeing. And maybe now, if you see a Mini Cooper somewhere, you'll pay more attention to it because they are a blast to drive.